Terry and that staff did a great job of coming in here and have that team ready to play. But you can't turn the ball over and you can't be penalized unless you get to have a shot in the game. Did not play great defense, which we've been doing, and didn't take care of the ball offensively. And we did a better job at great challenge next week. So we'll be back to it.
Do you feel like the energy level was where you wanted it coming out of the game?
Well, I mean, when it came out and they scored first, and we matched it and go up a couple scores there, and get a penalty on a fake punt that hurt us, and of course we turned the ball over for there with the turnover with Chase Gibbs. We just got to play better. We got to be able to cover guys on defense, and got to be able to execute on offense and take care of the football. We didn't do that.
After seeing them live, how good are Lane and Nats in that receiver practice?
I mean, obviously they were better than we were today. We didn't cover them very well. Defensively, we got to be able to do that. We knew going in that Nancy and Lane were tremendous players, and we didn't match up really well, and that's a concern.
I could see the swing on that Chase sack fumble. Just the momentum, it just kind of swung to those guys.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Whatever was called on that particular play, that was going to be on the replay. You couldn't see that deal overcome. But ball was on the ground, they picked it up. That was a call, and it was 7 that way. And the momentum changed a little bit. We still got a shot in the state. Being that game, we just didn't. We didn't overcome that adversity and get it done. To Akron's credit, they did.
Did he, Chase, physically, mentally take a while to get over that particular play? He took it pretty hard.
Yeah, he did. He took a pretty good shot right there. And there was a situation where we're cutting up front, and the guy jumped over top of the guy and got a clean shot on him. But that happens, and he bounced back and gets some good things. We also did take care of that.
Jackson, how they were really picking on him. I mean, were you trying to give him any help? Or?
We were. I mean, we were going to try to give him some help and fail and do a couple different things, but obviously we got to get better, and Coach Heater will get those guys squared away. But he's been way too many big plays.
What was the most disappointing part of this?
Well, the most disappointing part is you start with a plan to win by playing great defense. I'm sure you can do that. And the second most disappointing part, they're all disappointing, is you talk about taking care of the football offensively, and we sure didn't do that. And had a couple of penalties in the kicking game that hurt us there. So overall, we just didn't follow the plan to win, and the results are what they were.
How hard is it continuity-wise when that many flags are being thrown? Both sides, both teams.
I'm anxious to see the tape. It is, obviously we were lined up properly a couple times, and we'll see the tape and see what the issues were.
Doc, you couldn't get much pressure on Woodson when he has time back there. He can throw it.
Well, most of them will run past options, and at the end of the day, the ball's coming out of his hand pretty quick, and we're playing run up front with those guys, and he takes it, pulls it out of the belly of that running back, and throws it down the field. And, it's hard to get pressure in those situations, but you're right. You got to transition from run to pass at that particular point, try to get pressure, and you do it.
Woodson basically throws up what would look like a punt. I think you all cut it to a 2-score game, and you weren't able to locate the ball. How deflating was that in the third quarter after you made a play?
You got to make that play. At the end of the day, you got to make plays. And their guy made a play there, and we didn't. And as you mentioned, we cut it to 2 right there and had a shot to get a little momentum going. And he goes and makes it. He throws it up in the air, and the guy finds a way to make a play. That's what they did all day.
How were the kids afterwards?
Well, they're disappointed. Anytime you got that much guys that work the tail off, what you got to do is prepare like we prepare. And I'm disappointed to lose a game, but it's one game, and you got to put it behind you. I mean, you got probably get to one or two, probably the first or second ranked team in America coming here on Saturday. If we did Florida State, I guess. So we're only scored 62 or something in Florida State. So that'd be a great challenge for us, and maybe the highest ranked team to ever come in here. Chuck, some of you guys would know more so than I do. Football team coming in here, so we don't have time to lick our wounds. We get our ass back to work.
You lose Clint in the second quarter, and he's one of the veteran leaders of this team. How difficult is it, and what's his prognosis going forward?
I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet, but anytime he was a good player, we've done that. Okay, thanks, guys.